that that would be most likely. Um, but yeah, I guess the thing to start discussing between you is now that you've actually dealt with this facility. Um, I don't think we got there at the end of last session, so where it was that you wanted to go next. HB also forwarded you a message that should be somewhat helpful. I mean, not all of it because I don't think you can see his sheet, but um, if you want to know anything that's written on there, I can tell you. But the rest of it should be useful. Okay, and I'll put you back on this map while you're discussing where you want to go. So if you want to look over your body count, you can. Along with, one destroyed ATST and one captured one. In terms of what was found in the vault, uh, Silverback put a full detailed list in his notes, so I will tell you from there. Let's see. Vault. Uh, shit. Okay. Oh, and for Soton's benefit there, last session with how many times photos started popping up in Rare Loot, um, and I think Nadrock left before I changed it to. But in the Rare Loot, I have increased the chance of absolutely everything else showing up so that photos happen less often without turning them off entirely. But also increased the number of photos and changed them from photos to trading cards. So they now say trading card of whatever. And now there's a whole bunch of extra ones there as well that you wouldn't have seen, including some ships. But the chances of them showing up is even less than it was. Uh, so the idea being that no, trading card of the ship of various ships that were previously used primarily by you guys because they're basically trading cards of heroes of the Clone Wars. Is the idea of it. Uh, anyway, yeah. So you found a Sith Warblade, um, broken lightsaber, thermal cloak, a lot of other things. Right. This is going to go. I guess into uh, character journals notes. That seems like a good place. Oh, it's already there. Never mind. He's already put it there. Yeah, character journals notes. It has a full accounting of everything you found in the vault. You all found in the vault. That's not counting the things you found elsewhere in the base. That's just the vault. Uh, yeah. So you're wanting to most likely head to the rebellion group on or Onderon here. Okay. Well, how about I switch you over to that map? If I can find where I put it. Oh, that's always fun. Where is it? Was it that one? Um, okay. Um, I definitely used the map in Roll20, right? The one for the rebel base when you went there the first time? Pretty sure it was in Roll20. One didn't you came to the one here in on Ord Mantell briefly and spoke with Judas, I thought. Yes. I'm just trying to work out where I've put it now. That's a good point. Um, let's see. Found it. It wasn't an old map, it was this one. Uh, and this is Onderon's aim, anti-imperial movement. Was the yeah? So this is the rebel base on Onderon, or AIM, anti-imperial movement, because they do not have the rebellion as such, but it is still a terrorist group more or less like the rebellion is. I mean, it's all from a matter of perspective, from a certain point of view. Yeah. So how do you plan on traveling here? Which method? Okay. So yeah, after a few hours, you finish loading all the rewards onto the shuttle, including your relatively hefty pile of credits. And do you stop off somewhere else first, or do you come straight here? Okay. Right. So Right. So you want to have someone give me a computers check to see if you can beat this, like, basically turn off the current Imperial transponder. Uh, It'll still have the ship code until you swap that out for the other ones you found. Yeah, but you know, you can swap that out now if you want as well. It's just to start with, you want to turn off any tracking devices. I'm assuming transponder. That would be a very good idea. Let me reset it. There you go. Well, that's a roll that's quite useful. There we go. So it should be 3-3 currently. Soton does though. And because Silverback's not here, only one of them is being flipped to dark, so yeah, it makes it 3-3. Right. Uh, okay. Yeah. Someone can give me that check, or I guess, you know, you can have Fitch do it if he's on board, although I don't think he came with you to the facility there. I think. So to disable the tracking device in an Imperial shuttle, you're looking at a hard check. Yeah, you can do that. So with the two of you working together, yeah. Yeah, you managed to disable any tracking devices on board, and with the extra advantage, you know, you set it up to be able to swap out uh, the transponder for one of the spare ones that you have out of the what three you ended up with. If you want to swap it out, or you can leave it as its current one. Okay. Yeah. So the one of you picked up some com channel codes, I believe, when you were here. Did you have them still? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So if you've got the codes, whose contact codes did you get for it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I guess he's your best point of contact for this place at the moment, unless you also picked up Judas's contact information. Okay. Uh, yeah. So in that case, does do you want to try using the comms on board the Imperial shuttle to contact Dazza, or are you gonna try and do it some other way? What's your plan? You got comm scrambler, um, comm jammer. Or maybe it'll type for you instead. I think you did pick up a long range. Hang on, let's see if that's been put into your group sheet. That's the old group sheet. Whoops. That's the current one. Let's see. Oh, no one's really put much in there at all. Uh, Thought you had picked one up. Hang on, I know a good way to check that. Rare loot, then we can look and see. Oh no, it's a standard loot item. Okay. And I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure you found one. I'm just going to check the. Yeah, was what remember the name of it that would help. Just gonna open all these and then try and find it. The hardened comlink? Is that it? A hardened comlink? Was that what it was? No, you're right. Yeah. um, I mean, you could just use your Mark V com scrambler you picked up, which is, uh, I'll give this back to you again in terms of so you can see what it does. But yeah, it's designed to secure communications, can be attached to most comlinks or vehicle radios. Um, and it adds 2 setback to any checks to decode or understand an encrypted transmission. So it means you don't have to try and relay it through the ship. You can just use the onboard radio in the shuttle and just run it through this. Yep. So if they do eventually crack it, they'll know who you were talking to. But before then, they're just hearing an Imperial shuttle using encrypted signals, which if they're on some sort of mission, unless they have like reason to suspect you've stolen the thing, they're probably not going to try and crack their own encrypted transmissions. So at the moment, given you wiped out the entire base, uh, I doubt they know you've taken it yet. Uh, yeah, so um, you ring through to Dazza, and he you've reached Dazza. How can I help you? You're CLX's kid. That was you guys? Oh, that was that was some nice work. We had some well, let's just call them hidden cameras. Wasn't quite what they were, but we watched it all go down. We didn't realize who was doing what there. It just sort of went dark, and then the cameras came back on, and well, again, not really cameras, but and they're just bodies everywhere. Oh, that'd help our work here immensely. We might even be able to start expanding this off world. I mean, you've taken out their main base of operations. They've still got their smaller ones, but it's going to hamper their efforts here for at least well, ideally a month or so, but hopefully for longer. Well, well, you know where we are. I'll let old Judas know you're coming, and he'll wait for you in the hangar, I guess. Right. Well, so we should be expecting some unorthodox flying then. Unorthodox transportation, you think? Very well, that'll be very handy indeed. Well, uh, just so I know what to tell Judas, what sort of suppliers are we talking about? Oh, that's handy. Oh, now there's some useful stuff. We could just like infiltrate them and take them down from within. That's. I mean, couldn't ask for better than that, could you? Well, yeah, but unless you got some sort of neurotoxin, don't see that happening. Well, uh, you got like an ETA on how long till you get here? Right. So we'll see you in like a couple hours or so. Okay. Well, make sure Judas is aware you're coming, and then we'll all get sorted. And I hope you enjoy a good beer. Excellent. We'll have a good old drink out tonight. Dazzer out. And with that, the com goes silent. Okay. It it takes from Whisper Base to their base on Ord Mantell, as it's sorry, not Ord Mantell, Onderon, as it's quite from where Whisper Base is. You're not quite on the opposite side of the planet, but you are quite a way around it. So it takes an hour and a half to fly it. A little bit quicker if you leave atmosphere and come back down, but you're still trying to stay under the radar, and it's a little bit easier to do that by staying within atmosphere. So while you're heading there, is there anything anyone wanted to do? Is there any post-operation stuff you wanting to cover, or do you want to just go straight there? It's a good idea. Some payback. Yeah. Um, on Corellia. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you arrive, land in the hangar bay there, and you start to disembark the shuttle. There's a bunch of guys trained with weapons towards it just in case, but they're not. They're they haven't shot you down. They let you land and everything. They were just, taking precautions just in case it wasn't quite what it seemed to be. And yeah, you disembark, and at the bottom of of the ramp there, you see Judas, um, and in full clone armor, rather than like last time. And he's got his weapon, and as he sees you coming down the ramp, he slings it over his shoulder and seems to be able to attach it to some magnetic strip on his back of his armor. And then starts to take off his helmet. Welcome back. Glad to see your time on this wonderful planet has been productive. Indeed. Good to see you too, CLX. Oh, would you like my guys to help you unload all of this? Well, I assume you want someone to stay back and point out what's actually yours and what's ours. Okay. Um. Well, we're not the best funded, but I think I can offer you. Oh, I think I can offer you about 66% of that. Is that okay? That's what it is at 66%. I mean, I've typed it in. If you want to just look at it, you're welcome to. Ah, All right. Sounds good. Now, how about, are you wanting to keep that shuttle, or are you looking at parting with that as well? Well, as far as we can figure, the Imperials tend to buy it for about 140,000 brand new. So we can offer you about 90,000 for this used one. Again, you know, we're not the greatest funded organization, and we still have to keep funds for other suppliers. Right. Well, in that case, how do you want it? Do you want it in credit chips, or do you want it transferred somewhere? Okay. Now, I assume, given you came here using this, you're going to uh, either have someone fly your ship in to pick you up, or you're going to need us to drop you off with it somewhere. Well, if we're looking for a safe place to rendezvous, I'd suggest Duxon. We're planning on shifting our operations there soon anyway, as it's got some nice hidden camps that used to be used for a number of reasons. Uh, it is the moon of Onderon. Uh, yeah, the one where you meet back up with Mandalore. Yep. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I assume it's going to take a while for our boys here to get everything unloaded. And in the meantime, if you want to come down to the mess hall, we're going to have a bit of a celebration, a few drinks. Yeah. So if you follow Judas to the mess hall, right as you reach the hallway, you see Dazza standing there. Um, you left CLX on the ship helping point out which cargo was going where. But yeah, Dazza sees you guys, and you know, as you come towards him, he sort of holds his arms out to be ready to hug you, and being a relatively well-built individual, um, he hugs quite tightly. So I want you to give me an average resilience. Yeah. So you know, Flynn, hugs him back, and he goes, "Okay, yeah, give me a average skullduggery." Oh yeah, he doesn't even notice you could have lifted absolutely. You know what? With the Triumph, you pick his pocket so well, you could remove his pants entirely without him even noticing you've done it. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, around his shoulder is his weapon. And he thought he'd notice if that was taken off because, it's relatively hefty in terms of weight. And yet, when the hug's done, and um, you hold it behind your back for a second and then hand it back to him, and he doesn't even can't even, like, for whatever reason thinks that you're handing him an extra gun, and then he realizes he doesn't have his anymore. Uh, I see what you did there. That's a good one. That is. It doesn't surprise me at all in that case as to how you took on all those Imperials in that base. How many of you were there? Just five of you? There was a base of like more than 100 men there. And when we got our spies back online there, they mentioned that there was a destroyed ATST or something, and another one perfectly intact, aside from like a missing hatch or something. They said, but that's not hard to fix. All ours. You're happy to part with that, right? Hey Judas, I claim the ATST. Yeah, well, gonna be fun, isn't it? We'll need a co-pilot. Oh yeah. He leads you down the hallway, and you're met by a crowd of I guess troops or some civilians there too, but holding out, all holding towards the whole group of you, just drinks upon drinks for you to take. It's it's more just, you've got any number of drinks to pick from to take here, as they all hold out a different form of beer or alcohol for you to choose from. Yeah. Yeah. Are you wanting to all stay here a while and drink, or are you just until things are unloaded? Okay. Yeah. What kind of knobheads are these then? Troopers in black? Oh, we saw some bodies when you were done, but like, yeah, it's not something we've encountered before. Are they like some sort of stormtrooper special forces, maybe? Well, I mean, you couldn't exactly be worse. Okay. Well, here's a bizarre thing I just found. No, just apparently, if they consume beer, that's what happens. Yeah, apparently, Jawas, if they consume beer, will shrivel up like a slug. I mean, I think this is rather. Uh, yeah, um, it's just specified on beer, apparently. Right. Yeah. so they listen to a bunch of these stories, um, and then after a little while, Dazza speaks back up again. I can't get over the fact that some idiot trooper is playing cards with some fucking death sticks right next to the bloody explosives. What kind of fucking retards are they? What, you think they made the death sticks out of like the explosive material inside the grenades? Those they really. It's got burn marks on it. They really weren't careful with their death sticks. Right. Sure. You want to give me a. Yeah, give me a. What sort of check would it be? Knowledge check? Knowledge. Um. Yeah, Streetwise. Streetwise or Underworld, I think either one I'm happy with. Um, it'll probably be hard because you're trying to identify components, not components like powders and stuff. Wait, I mean, you could have gone with Streetwise instead of Underworld on that one. Might as well roll the extra three greens. Oh, there you go. You succeed. No, because that's added to the first one, because his Underworld is four greens and one yellow. So yeah, so you look over this and you realize that there are. It looks like there is, some of the explosive content diluted down inside these death sticks. So, yeah, essentially what they had been doing is taking the contents out of the grenades and other bits and pieces, adding in, your typical spices and other things that you would put into a death stick as well, and just sort of mixing it so that it's got a semi explosive nature to it, but not deadly. That So you mean to tell me they have been lighting explosives and smoking it? Well, yeah, but no wonder they can't shoot straight. I mean, if our entire army was smoking this crap, we couldn't shoot straight either. It'd be like being high almost frickin' constantly. Not to mention all the explosive residue in your lungs that could cause all sorts of issues, especially with concentration and shit. Well, you know what? These death sticks, though, this idea, if we can spread this through their ranks, maybe we can make all stormtroopers as shitty as those ones. See if it catches on throughout the Empire, eh? Right. Well, he looks over towards the door over your shoulder, so, from his side of the table, he's not really shifting much. That's our boys back from your ship. Well, our ship now, given we bought it, but apparently our stuff's unloaded, so we can sit around longer and drink. I'd be pretty happy with that, but if you guys need to go somewhere, ain't that the way? Right, so we're dropping you off on Duxon, and you're having your ship meet us there, or what's the plan? Right, well, I'm a pretty decent pilot, so I'll do that unless you'd prefer to fly yourself for the first part, and then I'll bring it back. He's on your ship. Um, I'm pretty sure with the checks you got with him, he's pretty much working for you guys now. Yeah, so you head off to Duxon in the Lambda shuttle. Um, but as Dazza climbs the ramp and sees CLX, he's like, "Hey, it's you! You saved me and my wife's life back in the day." Yeah. Well, we're doing pretty good now, thanks to you. I've been working on building up my skills a bit. Not as good as you guys after you took out that base, obviously, but I think I could have at least handled a good 20 stormtroopers. Well, I mean, well, if you're sensitive to, like, being forced upon or something, I don't know. It's some kind of sex thing. Yeah, this does it. Well, that's pretty cool. Is that on like strings or something? That's a cool magic trick, that is. Well, useful for like impressing the ladies or something. Right. How can you teach me how to do that one? Right. So I'm gonna be trying practice that one later. But yeah, here we are. We're on Duxon. Yeah, you can do a sense check to see if he has any. He does, just not very much. It's yeah, you sense the force in him, but it's essentially at about the level of someone who was just given to the Jedi Order and was found to be force sensitive but not, you know, high on the scale or anything. It's basically like a novice youngling sort of level. If he got taught properly, it could increase a bit, but it's never going to be as strong as probably your average Jedi. Is it just like an illusion, or is it like some sort of right? Oh, like those self-help tapes. Right. Well, that looks like your ship coming in now with some strange looking kid at the wheel. Why is he? He's got some really odd proportions, he does. Why, I mean, like, he seems like a really tall kid. What sort of race is he? Not so sure I've seen one of them before. Near human was what it was. Was his mum like a bloody Kaminoan or something? Right. Interesting kid. Ah, that'd be pretty darn useful, that would. Right, well, I'll help you get your credits up from this ship to that one and any other supplies here that you need transferred, unless you'd rather I didn't touch them, completely understand, but I'm not going to try and, take anything from you guys. I mean, look at it. You've already given me an ATST and a bloody Lambda shuttle. Nah, it's not really a plan there to anger the big fella. I imagine not. Oh, before I forget, I did some looking into that clone you were looking for last time you came by. What was his name again? Ah, Venku. Yeah. I couldn't find exactly where he was, but I did find an old friend of mine who saw him on Sullust a few months back. So hopefully that's a lead that'll help you. But anyway, I'll let you guys be off once we've gotten your stuff over to your ship. And there's quite a lot of cargo here, even though we've offloaded a lot. But should have it all done in a good hour or so, and then should have all your money and other knickknacks. Okay. Yeah, you got two from the vault and you got one from somewhere else in the base. So I think the two vault ones are listed here. So because you had three. Um, yep. Oh, excellent. We can make it seem like it's a different one entirely. Then if they find out it's taken, doesn't matter. You guys are like some of the most useful people I know. I mean, you're more than that. Most people wouldn't even think to try and take some transponder codes from them. Hang on, you're saying these stormtroopers smoke death sticks made out of explosives near other explosives and leave transponder codes lying around? Why the hell are they got transponder codes kept in a vault? Why are they not putting it in somewhere more useful like their computer systems? Hang on. He picks up what appears to be the last craters. Um, this looks like a crate of drugs. Okay, on top of this crate here, gotta ask. Do you guys like taking your own pictures, or is this also things you found? I mean, from what I understand, quite a few of you fought in the wars. Maybe they've got some sort of fetish. Right. I think stormtroopers might be some of the honest, strangest people in the galaxy at this point. The thing, hey, if they're our enemy, this war will be over against the Empire in no time. Unless they've got some endless supply or something. Yeah. Well, have a good one. Till next time. If you need a hand with anything, you know where to contact us. Oh, yeah? Sounds like a load of fun. Bring my missus. Excellent. Well, I will see you around the galaxy. And with that, he does one final wave before pressing the ramp button on the shuttle as it closes back up, and sort of then the Lambda takes off and heads off of Duxon. Of Korg. Yeah. Okay. Um, what was the cybernetic arm for again? Sorry. Right. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, you've got plenty of time during any part of this where you could just either see a doctor or do quite a few heal checks, whatever you're wanting to do here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let everyone reset their stuff back to zero because you should have plenty of time to do that by seeing Merler and Flynn help you. If you got critical injuries, just let me know what they are before you reset them. A few. I think Flynn went over the threshold. Ah, okay. Yeah. I mean, you took a lot more damage in that than you had previously. Yep. Yeah, so I guess you're hanging out in CLX's bar at the moment for a bit, so this is probably the one to take you to. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's basically his main office, that one there. Yeah, so there's sort of the upstairs access here. So, you know, this is sort of the ground floor, then there's another level up, which is basically, as Flynn would know, that both their house and also you know, where Flynn, Merla, CLX, Envoy, and Red used to live, quite a few rooms up there, plus basically workspaces for each of them to do their specialty things. So one of the rooms up there is Merla's essentially cybernetics laboratory. Yeah, where you just put it here is the where the stairs are. But I don't have a map for the upper floor. I don't think. Wait, I can probably get one together. Let's see. Yeah. Uh, I mean, if you're wanting to move on to Corellia fairly quickly, I don't think much is going to happen up there. Well, at least nothing that you might want to be going through in terms of gameplay. Okay. That was a very. Yeah. So, I think it'll be Merla really making the checks. Um, I mean, there's also the resistance one from Nadrock to make sure it's not rejected, but I imagine you're relatively good with resistance checks. Okay, so here we go. This is the one I want. So it will be a. How many ranks in medicine does Merla have? Okay. Yeah. So it'll be in. Yeah, so it starts with an average medical check to remove the arm. Medicine check, not medical. Um, yeah. Okay. No, that was still closer than would have liked, I guess. But yeah, you succeed in removing the arm without any complications. Uh, or Merla does. So now you know whether or not Nadrock wanted to be conscious for this is a different thing. Just a little sedated, so not feeling it so much. Uh, yeah. Were you aiming for left or right arm to be replaced here? Oh, okay. No, that's with legs. With arms, you only need the one arm. It's just you don't get extra bonus from having the second one done. Legs, you require both done, but with arms, you get the bonus off of one, and then the other arm has to match the first one. If you want to get a second one done, it's just you get no extra bonus from it. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so yeah, the right arm gets removed there, and then needs to have a um, an average mechanics check, but you can convert advantage to assist with that. So one advantage is can be used for a boost. If you want to use four advantage, you can use that to upgrade or downgrade the check. So I guess you could pull off a downgrade and two boosts on the average mechanics. Yes. Yeah. Right. So then, well, with that many success, you can reduce the resilience check that Nadrock needs to make down to an easy one. Okay. And you're left with two successes left over and seven advantage. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm happy to count that as a triumph. Um, right. So, not that you need it, but the this particular arm has an extra added bonus with how well everything went in that it it's increased your resilience a little bit in by basically you get +1 to your wound threshold. Okay. Okay. I mean, endless slaughter does tend to wear you out. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've got a spare room or two up on their upper floors. Yeah, well, they're mainly hanging out on Corellia. Mainly. Running that place for you. Yeah, so you hang out here and then get ready to head off to Corellia, I guess, or unless you're wanting to go somewhere else. Okay. I think now's probably a good chance for a short break and come back to Corellia.
Ist alles im Bett, ist alles im Bett, ist alles im Bett.
Okay.
He's actually a really good character.
He was always kind of like this, the stereotypical cyborg ninja.
He was not a cyborg.
Tech ninja, whatever.
He's not a tech ninja.
Didn't he use tech? I'm pretty sure he did in the cartoon.
He
He had a nice stealth suit, whatever.
pretty much everything he knows is his ninjutsu and his guns. I don't think he had. I mean, if he had any special tech suits, that there were something that was used normally.
You're probably right. I'm not really up to date with my G.I. Joe lore.
No, he had such a great origin story and everything, and then
I mean, wasn't his origin story basically he had a like the brother whatever evil ninja brother, typical master thing. They both disagreed and then fought each other.
that is that no. You're going off of the GI Joe movie, which they also messed up his origin. They reinvented it. It wasn't too far off from what you're talking, but like the whole Storm Shadow thing, all that happened, but that was actually when they were adults, and him and his origins, him and Storm Shadow were actually part of a unit together in the military. And after Snake Eyes' whole family died, coming back from, I think it was the Vietnam War, he came and he learned Nujutsu from Storm Shadow's place, and then Sartan, disguised himself and killed the Hardmaster, which was their master. So that's that in a nutshell. He lost his voice and to a helicopter crash in the Middle East. That was a pretty epic story. Saving his dead sister's fiance. It's great. But I just started watching. I took like 2 seconds looking at the trailer, and I'm just like, no.
Okay.
Hollywood, quit ruining my characters.
I just remembered that along with Dazzler and Envoy, Dazzler and Judas, there were a couple of other characters that should have technically been there, but we'll just say they were off on assignment from AIM. Duran and...
Oh yeah, the other...
I only remember removing 2 chips from them. Maybe we should leave them alone.
What?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't know.
I'm a little
I'm
lost
talking
with that
about
one.
the inhibitor chips.
Oh, the inhibitor chips? They are removed? Well, actually, I don't know about... Yeah, Judas had his removed. Just not by us.
Judas was the first one to have his removed.
Those ones were directly where we were involved, but there are still others in the group, and we never had a lot to do with them.
The only clone in the game was Judas, though.
Okay, I think we're talking about 2 different things. Let's move on.
Okay. Yeah, so you arrive back on Corellia at your casino.
I'll have my maintenance person do a once-over on the ship. Because I have one of those people.
Yep.
And they're paid to do that.
What were you coming to Corellia for, sorry?
Check up on the thing. Maybe offload some cargo.
Okay. Like putting the money into a safe place and converting it?
Yep. Casino, great for laundering. But I know there's a bunch of stuff on in that loot list that like the spice, we can sell that. We don't need spice.
Yep. Right. Yeah, I mean, anything that you're wanting to unload, here's probably a good place to do it.
All right. Do we want to keep the optical camouflage systems?
I have no need for it, but Silverback might. Well, he already has one, so I don't think we need that many.
Okay, so we need to take the 3,000. We're keeping the transponders.
The 2 remaining ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those can help us out in a pinch if we need to jack a ship.
So so I had that one transponder that wasn't in the vault, so that's where that went. Okay. So that way we don't have to include that in the
Okay.
I think. Hold on. Yeah. Ooh. I've got some secret Imperial blueprints.
Yes.
We gotta take a look at those at some point. I will show them to Soten. Take a look at these.
I will look at the blueprints.
Nerd.
Yeah, you look over them and you know what? Give me a knowledge lore check.
Is there a certain project that's been eating away Imperial funds?
Which one?
The project in this period?
Quick question. Do I really need to roll lore or can I just say I succeed?
Roll.
No, I'd rather you roll knowledge lore with it'll be average difficulty with a setback.
All
You
right.
should have that.
Dip-de-dip-de-doo.
What's a HoloNet homing beacon? I do not know what this is.
That. Yeah, so Soton looks at these plans, immediately realizing that they look familiar.
Wait,
We're keeping
just
that.
give me a second. There's some stuff missing.
That's what a HoloNet homing beacon is.
Yeah, that is amazing. We need to keep that. Because if we need to, we could throw that on Venku's ship. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, there we go. Full dice roll.
Huh? How much lore do you have?
My rank in lore once per session is currently 8.
Huh?
Oh, it's
How?
a once per session. It's a once per session thing, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably like add something to his lore.
Yes, I add my force rating to lore.
That's how. Yep.
Right.
And my
Okay.
force rating is a 6.
And yeah,
Okay.
it just works.
So you should be putting, what, 6 upgrades on the war check, basically.
My rank in no, it's not upgrades. My whole my rank is plus what I got currently and plus my force rating. So my rank is 8.
Yes, but the easiest way to do that would be doing the 6 upgrades for your force rating, because that'll add the extra 2 yellows that you would get, 4 yellows, plus then it uses the rest as greens, converting into yellows as it goes. No, hang on, that's wrong.
Yeah, but it gets buggy at some point because there are then still 2 green missing.
It's should be 4 yellow, 4 green is what the roll should be. If you take it from rank 2 to rank 8, when your intellect is at 4, then the total roll in the end should be 4 yellow, 4 green. But either way, it's good enough where I mean, even if we swapped out the last 2 yellows there for those 2 greens there, plus some extras, you've still succeeded.
Yeah.
Well and truly. So yeah, you recognize these plans as something rather similar to the Jedi Temple.
Is
Is
there
it-
like a footnote on what planet it is?
It's not noted.
Oh God, why?
What we could do is we can give that to like some rebel analysts to see if they can find where like materials are going, see if they can trace out where it could be. Project like that would have like lots of resources moving in and out.
Does it have a project name on it, or is it unnamed?
It does have a project name on it. It is
Project with a name on it. Project with a name.
It is called Project. Where are we?
Okay, opens random name generator.
No, I'm not opening a random name generator. I'm trying to find it here. Project is called
Jormungand.
Project Academy.
Oh no, that's ominous. Could be a Jedi. Oh no.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what this is.
What year are we in currently?
5.
Oh,
Imperial
God.
Year 5, basically.
Oh,
Why do I have
then
the feeling that this project could be on Korriban?
it is on Korriban.
How do you know?
100% sure. Just knowing Star Wars well enough currently. Before you asked, no, I didn't Google it. It's either on Korriban or Malako. Okay, Malako from the new canon. and I'm guessing our biggest and best friend Venku is also going to be there.
What makes you say that?
Just having a feeling. The force is with me. And for the GM, it's how is it called? Careful planning. The second we ever am there, the Venku is going to be there.
We have to find where the planet is first, anyway.
I want to check Korban. It's probably in Korban. That's.
I mean, there's also Silverback looking for the last 2 coins, which if he can get a hold of, then you've got 2 things to check out there in theory if you think this is on Korriban.
Oh yeah, that's right. He can check his coins out in Korban as well. Yeah.
Or it could be near Sullust. I don't know what other planets are near Sullust, but if Venku's there, that could be also something.
No, the whole thing why I said Venku is going to be there, I activated a skill called Careful Planning.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I can
That's
just
the talent.
introduce effects into the narrative.
What is the specific? What is it? The talent like specifically say?
Once per session may introduce effect into the narrative as if a story point has been spent.
Well, I think you have to ask if you can do that, and then.
Okay, am I allowed to do that, Mr. GM man?
To say that at this location, you have a feeling that Venku is there currently, yes. To say that they will be there when you get there, not so much.
Okay, I'm happy with that, 100%.
You still don't know where this location is, but
yeah, but that means that Venku was there already, and that means that we are most likely going to face people who are most likely training to kill Jedis. Especially because it's called an academy. Guessing there are going to be some brothers and sisters involved too.
Well, I mean, that may or may not be seen yet. We'll see.
All right.
Right.
At the Star Wars Casino.
Right.
Check in.
What was that?
I'll work on the offloading all the additional stuff after. Okay, so he's got that listed, and then he's got the vault stuff.
Okay.
All right, so then the rest of that, the broken lightsabers and everything, that's stuff that I got. That's not in the vault. Okay. Wait, hold on. I'll have to talk to him about this because Not all of this is vault loot, I don't think. Anyways, carrying on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, track that case of Carillion
Right.
whiskey.
So, yeah, you I mean, if there's anything anyone else wants to do on Corellia, I guess you can cover that. Otherwise, you can proceed elsewhere or whatever else you want to do.
Does anybody else want to buy anything?
I
Anybody?
could use some extra ammo.
Yeah, you've
not like you have-
definitely.
Now is the time to restock and get ready.
I believe ammo is something that Flynn could easily order in bulk to his casino.
Hey Flynn, do you want to order 20 times extra ammo?
How much ammo would I need to order in bulk?
What are the rules according to your casino?
Oh, that's not in the Celestial Nomad. That's in the group sheet, character sheet. That is going to be under shared resources. Yes.
Should be under base of operations, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Wholesale prices. When purchasing bulk orders of legal goods with a rarity of 4 or lower, decrease the cost of 10%. 100
Well,
small.
Yeah, so he
Okay.
has to order 100.
Time to get 100 times extra ammo.
Okay.
And that'll decrease the total cost by 10%.
Yes.
Just quickly grabbing a calculator. That's wait, what? I did something wrong. 25 times 90. All right.
Why are you doing 25 times 90?
Because
I'm
the
buying
same as
100.
10% less.
So I don't need to do the extra step.
Is that going to be right, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I also know how to do math. But my math normally goes into quantum physics, so I'm not too good with the normal math.
It's okay.
All right.
Oh god damn it, somebody's calling again. Back in a second.
Okay. Right. Well, if there's anything else anyone wants to supply up on, now is a good time.
How much would be stim packs? Probably get a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Refill on my stim packs if I need to.
So stim packs
So
are small items, if I'm not mistaken.
They would be, yeah.
So, and I think each stim pack is 25.
That sounds about right. I'd have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
And you can like hold up to 5 at a time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have returned.
Well,
Welcome back.
the stim pack injector can hold 5 in it at a time before you have to put more into it. So if you wanted to carry extra around with you, it starts adding to your encumbrance, but you can put 5 into the injector without too much issue. Which I should have the thing for you here, stim.
So, guys, do you want to hear something really, really sad?
What?
With my current equipment, with my guns and everything, I can shoot 3 times, or I can reload 3 times. So total of 4 dual shots.
Do you have a
Until
bandolier?
I need to get back to the ship and get more ammo.
You can also, don't you have a decent lightsaber skill? You can ask for one of the lightsabers. We picked up a bunch. Can't always use it, so it's good to have a gun, but, it's always good to have a backup plan.
Yes, but I'm still waiting until I have all the equipment for a lightsaber. I'm just waiting until we get a good mechanic for once.
What do you mean a good mechanic one?
I have a gun.
Oh, do you want to build a lightsaber? Because now's the time to do that.
I mean, you've got Fitch here to help. You've got a whole bunch of people who work for Flynn who could help. Like, if you're wanting a good mechanic to assist with it, now would be the time that would give you the.
Did he just?
That was odd.
It sounded like he
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
got DC'd.
You there? Yeah, he's probably having internet issues.
Right. Yeah.
You know what? I've got that extra light broken lightsaber here. Plus, I've got a kyber crystal. I'm assuming there's no kyber crystal in the broken lightsaber.
No, there would not likely be.
So Tony muted?
Okay.
Alright,
Can't hear
let's
you
see.
in voice for some reason.
Oh, I've got a Eton crystal that I can make a lightsaber if I wanted to.
What's Neton crystal?
So Tom, it says you're muted.
Okay, for some
There you go.
reason, my
There you go.
whole thing just broke apart. I'm currently on my phone. So yeah, I'm just waiting for a good mechanic because I got all the equipment for my lightsaber always with me.
Yeah,
Well-
as I was trying to say, which I think is when you lost connection there, was here in the casino you've got still Fitch Chickpea on your ship there. You've also got Flynn's resources here at the casino, and he's got, what, 2-3 good mechanics working for him. So if you're wanting to do it, now's probably your best opportunity.
The problem was just that the last time I asked, or the last time we were here, I offered the idea that I could do it here, and we got into the conversation that we should wait because even though most of the guys here are part of, in quotations, the rebellion, we shouldn't trust them with matters like lightsabers.
Okay.
That's how that conversation
Well, I mean,
ended.
you've still got Fitch Chickpea here,
I mean, be careful.
and you could probably get Red to do it for you as well. Would
Yeah.
be a help. He's
I would
gonna
definitely
be pretty.
I definitely
safe.
say to do it.
Yeah, just probably not use.
I think last time the issue was you wanted to do it not in their casino. You were wanting to do it before the casino was set up. Because I think the
That could also be
casino
possible.
sessions were. I think
Lengthy.
they were just the two of you for those couple of sessions. It was just Nadrock and Flynn.
Yep.
Okay, just give me a quick second. I need to pull up the making weapons sheet.
How hard is it to buy the equipment for a lightsaber besides the crystal? Are there other parts easy to come by?
Yes,
Relatively
it's
easy.
quite easy normally.
Like most of the parts in a lightsaber are also parts used in blaster construction, with a few small differences. But yeah, for the most part, it is easy to come across. Not particularly expensive.
You know what? I think I might build a lightsaber as well since I have an Eton crystal, and it's
Okay.
If
Pretty
you want, I still got an Ilum crystal with me. I don't need anymore.
let's see. Let me look up the Ilum crystal.
It should be in. Yeah, if
Ooh.
you've got the lightsaber construction guide, which should be.
The master sheet also has it, so that's what I'm using right now.
Right. I mean, I've got it there in. If you need it in the crafting guides thing, it does. Yeah, it does. And then in there's a lightsaber construction PDF. Yeah, so I guess it's what sort of lightsaber are you wanting to make? The standard, precision, defensive, double bladed, or the pole?
Precision.
Precision, yep. Are you wanting Red to work on this for you, I guess?
Yeah, I'm happy with anyone.
Yes. The Okay, so the cost for the basic attempt is just 150 credits.
And that was already paid. That was in my starting equipment.
Okay. There you go. So he gets a.
That's one advantage. That's lightweighted then.
Okay.
Okay, that's not possible to lightweight it.
No. You know what? I'll be nice because honestly, you've got all the time in the world, so all the extra successes counting as reducing time is not really that useful. So I will let you convert The extra successes beyond the first into advantage if you would like. So that gives you an extra 3 advantage in this case. So 4 total.
Okay.
Um, so you made the precision hilt.
Yep.
Good one to have.
So
Have you-
I'm just quickly starting to type it in. That's going to be easier.
Yep. Nadrock, have you found the guide, the lightsaber construction guide?
Yep. Looking at it.
It also has all the different crystals and other attachments for lightsabers listed in there too. Unfortunately, because it came from all of the different books, it is not in any very easy order.
That's why I told you to use the master sheet under crafting.
Master sheet.
Give me a second. I'm pulling it out.
Or I've got it somewhere. I just.
All right, I will build
Found
the
it.
defensive lightsaber, the Guard Shoto.
Okay.
It's going to be a 3 check. What's Fred's mechanical skill?
He has.
It's already in the chat.
Yeah, he has 3 greens, 2 yellows.
All right. Gonna have to make that an assisted check. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I was confused. Okay, that's what. Here. There we go. Okay.
You're missing a couple of yellows on that.
Do I have to make that? Can I just use his roll, or can I make it a? Does it have to be a assisted check?
No, you can have him do it for you.
Okay, I can. Okay, I didn't know that. So then I'll just swap 2 yellows.
Better
All right, so
roll,
I'll
to
just
be
the
honest.
last two. What?
Swap the last 2 dice for that.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Okay, that's way more than I thought I was gonna get.
And same for what I did with Soton, is that you've got so much time here, you don't need the extra success. Oh, never mind, we've already converted those over to these anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, so you got six advantage to use on the spending table. So have a look through and see what you might want to do.
All right, I think I will do the. I will give it the cross guard
Okay.
and the. What's the hard points on the defensive lightsaber? Let's see. It's 3.
Yeah, so defensive lightsaber has a -1 damage to installed crystals. It's got a just
So,
the
yeah,
encumbrance
I'll do the-
of 1 and 3 hard points, and the
So I'll be
defense.
the customizable and cross guard
Okay.
with a 6 advantage. All right.
That works
So,
quite well
let's-
for you.
Yep, and this will be my not attacking but like defensive lightsaber.
Yep. Not that you need a lot more defensive, but
Hey, you know what? It's never a bad thing.
so you've now got defensive 2 on your lightsaber.
So defensive 2, damage of 5 because it's 1 less. Crit rating of 2. Encumbrance. One. Hard points of 4 now.
Yeah, I mean, while you're here, any other mods that you're looking at installing on your lightsabers?
Currently working on it.
Okay. You will have to pay the full price for them, but I think you're probably in one of the few places that can source most of this stuff for you, so given we're in the last... what? Probably... last arc of this story, you may as well deck it out as much as you want to.
Oh god, he said last arc we're all going to die.
Of this chapter of the story would be more accurate.
Oh god, he's trying to party swipe us.
No, it's just gonna be if you decide to continue along this side of things at a later stage, it'll be another massive time jump and, XP start over. How in the hell do you have that many?
No, that
Me?
was I had 2 things in the pool. I was just testing. Nope, I had 2 extra upgrades, 2 extra yellows. This is
So let's quickly try this out.
whoops.
Did you list somewhere for yourself what crossguard does?
I just know you spend a 2 advantage or triumph to hook the opponent's blade. And disarm. 2 advantage to disarm, essentially.
I can tell you why it's not worked there for you, Soton. Hang on.
And that is?
It doesn't like having the enter
Oh,
in that bit there. So try it again now.
ah. All right.
I
So-
mean, you can probably put the -1 damage to installed crystals into the features and then just reduce the damage by 1. It'd make it a little bit easier for you. Because then you.
To be honest, I already got it with the extended hilt out, so yeah. Now I
okay.
just need to blip. There we
Yeah.
go.
Because you've already reduced the damage then. So hang on, how did you get the mods installed on the things? Or did you not do the mods?
What mods?
Well, you've got the attachments, and then you've listed the modifications under it. Did you add those, or are they?
Yes.
things-
They are in the qualities up there.
Okay. Well, I mean, you still need to roll for them.
Oh yeah. Give me a second.
100 credits for each mod you're doing on an attachment.
So
and it's a
300
hard
credits
check for the first one,
and
then increase the difficulty for each subsequent mod.
ooh.
Yeah, it gets really hard by the time you're putting in, more mods than just the first one.
Do I get support from somebody else?
You doing it by yourself, or I don't know what's going
Are
on.
you having Red do it, or what?
I just realized I'm nearly as good as Red.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to have assistance, you can have a boost, I guess. Or if you want to
Okay.
have Red's assistance, then instead of a boost, you can have an upgrade.
All right. Let's see how this is going
So
to
yeah,
horribly.
the first mod, we'll start with just name which one you want to do first before we roll it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Lightsaber crystals, to insert them, they shouldn't be a check normally.
No, not to insert it. It's the base modifiers is all by default, but then following that you've got the
The
modification
curved
options.
tilt and the extended tilt. Okay.
No, not those. That's the attachment.
Oh.
That's what the modifications slot there you've got listed is.
Oh,
the-
now I got it. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's yeah. So you've got their the vicious three lots of vicious one, for instance. If you wanted to do all three of those plus the extra one damage, um, plus the. I mean, I don't think you've actually applied them, have you? You've just written them down.
I only wrote most of them down. I got
Okay.
the base modifiers are already in,
Okay.
and I'm starting with the Pearl, where I
Okay.
got the modifications.
Right. Yeah, I thought you'd written them there because you'd actually applied them. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to add them, choose what you want to try and add first. Do you want to increase its vicious, or are you wanting to?
I'm going damage.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
I'm taking vicious.
Okay. So yeah, let's start with the. I think it only has vicious one to start with, doesn't it? Oh.
The lightsaber itself starts
You
with
seem
vicious.
to have an extra 2 difficulty on that, so you did actually pass that. Oh no, you hang on. No, you didn't. You still didn't pass, even if we take the last 2 dice off.
Am I allowed to spend the light side point, people? Oh no. It's okay. I'm going to leave that all behind, and I'm going to take red with me. I'm going to install all at once.
What?
And I'm going to activate a skill. I'm going to sit down with Red and tell him, okay, now's your time to shine. Because do or do not, there is no try.
Okay.
And I would use there's no try as a skill. Am I allowed to spend those 2 destiny points, people?
Why not?
Okay. And it's done.
Okay. So yeah, you add the damage +1 mod. So
I just added all the mods together.
no, that's not how that works.
Yeah, you can't just.
God damn it. It would have
I
been
did them all together. One check.
Yes, that's
that's not how that works.
Okay, then at least give me those 3 qualities from the Great Dragon Pearl.
No, that's not how that works at all.
God damn it. I'm new to crafting. My players never wanted to craft jack shit.
Yeah, so the way it works with modification options there is your first modification is a hard check. If you get that installed, if you fail it, unless you end up with a despair, all it does is you failed to modify it. You lose the 100 credits you spent. You can spend another 100 credits and try again.
All right, time to waste a shit ton of money.
Then the entire attachment breaks, but I'm not going to do that to you guys with what you're doing because I think that's kind of cruel.
I still got a second crystal, not too worried. So I'm starting with the vicious again, so that's 1. That's a difficulty of hard. And
the extra 100 credits.
Yeah. And I spent the extra 100 credits. I used there is no try. So that's installed now.
Yeah, and then okay.
So that's vicious.
I mean,
Two.
I wouldn't use it on that one if I was you. If
I mean, if you're gonna install multiple, like do it on the last one that you're
yeah,
gonna
because
use
the difficulty of each one increases as you like. So your first check, you're
Sorry,
trying to
I'm
do
back in a
vicious
second,
plus
getting a
one.
call.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to use your free one on.
Yeah, I would do it
Harder.
when you're hitting difficulty of like 5 or 6. Then you're like, here we go, excellent, it's done. Don't need to worry.
I can get the superior armor customization put into my armor. That's something that can be done.
Yeah.
All right. I'm now in a waiting line.
Okay. Yeah, my suggestion would be, I'm still happy using there is no try. However, I would advise to wait until you hit the higher difficulty modification options rather than the lower difficulty ones, because otherwise you're wasting it on a hard check when you're going to end up later with a daunting, then a formidable check, then a further than formidable.
Oh, and now I got it. I thought it was just for installing the whole thing. Okay, I'm a fool. Did I ever tell you that?
It's okay. We're all fools at
I
some
mean,
point in
you've
time.
not done this side of crafting before, so it makes sense that you need to like get used to it. So it's So there you go. You've got your
Okay,
first
back in a second.
modification added.
+1 soak. Yay! Flynn will have more to soak.
All right.
Crafting's not something people do very often, to be fair.
I'll buy the reflex script for 4,000. Oh, can I even find that? It's rarity 8. Shoot.
Give me a hang on. You are currently in. You've got an advantage here because you're currently in Flynn's casino. So give me a moment. The rules of his casino involve special orders when finding an item related to the business. It's probably not, so you don't get that one.
Sorry.
What, you tell me you don't specialize in lightsaber materials? What?
Some reason, no.
However, you are on Corellia, which cheat sheets. Where are we?
Or planet.
Yeah, which has by default on it rarity reduced by 2, I believe. I will double
Also,
check.
if you need me to find some stuff, I may be able to help you.
Ah, screw you, fucking Roll20. Screw you.
Triumph means you can attempt again though without any issue.
Oh, good.
Like, don't even have to pay again. So there you go. So at the moment, so you did a vicious one. Did you do a second vicious one, or what was your next attempt?
The next one is the +1 damage.
Okay,
mod.
so you've got +1 vicious, you've got +1 damage. I think the Crate Dragon Pearl. Yeah, so there's still an extra, like 2 more vicious +1 mods you could put on it. So you could go again with the next difficulty up being formidable, if you wanted to do another +1 vicious.
Let's try it until I'm broke.
Okay. Yeah, you're on a primary core world, so it's -2. So there's another 200 credits spent for those 2 attempts. And another
300.
200 credit.
400.
Yeah, 400 credits. And you got Vicious 2 on it now.
I learned a valuable lesson in this game. Just throwing money against the problem helps.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
would-
you're that determined to get it done, unless despairs are showing up, it's really not too bad an issue when it comes to crafting.
Yeah, I'm going to lead the
Assuming you've
race.
got all the time in the world to craft, because every time you're doing these modification options, it is actually taking time. It's just
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I'm tired. I don't have time. I need to work in a couple of hours.
No. I mean in terms of in-game time. Like, it's supposed to take a few hours
Good.
for each thing, but I don't mind skipping forward, like, even, a few weeks that you've been here, whatever.
All right. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
my lightsaber
so-
now.
It's you said it was a rarity of 8.
Yeah,
Reese?
so very 6.
So yeah, rarity of 6. So that's just a hard. Is it a restricted item or a legal item?
Let me check. It doesn't say restricted anywhere. It
Then
just
it's
says
legal.
rarity
so
8.
yeah, just a hard negotiation check. If you pass it, you find it.
My negotiation is not as good as it used to be.
You could ask for help from someone who
Flynn,
can negotiate.
do you want to negotiate?
Negotiation? Not one of
Okay.
my better skills, but
You're better at it than me, I promise.
I mean, you also
I
got on
did-
option here, envoy. I think.
yep. But I did get something that just boosts my force power, calming aura. When a social skill, the opponent adds this one. I get a success and an advantage on my next social skill check using my overwhelming aura. And what was the difficulty?
Hard.
Hard. So I'll be adding a success and an advantage to this as well.
Nice. We did it.
Okay. Yeah,
I didn't
so
need an
you
envoy for this.
Managed to locate it.
Oh god, I got an even worse idea right now.
What are you wanting to do now? You wanted to add the final vicious mod.
No. I'm going to buy a Jedi Temple Guard armor.
Yeah, that doesn't
that won't-
seem that.
Yeah,
Challenging.
that's a brilliant idea. I
Well-
mean, to be fair, you could like paint it, like buy it and then like disguise it, but
Or we could just use them as a distraction. Hey, run that way. We're gonna go this way.
Were you wanting to do the modification options on either the curved hilt or extended hilt parts, Soton?
The extended one is done already.
Is it?
I wasted nearly 1,000 credits just throwing at my problems.
by the way, do the modifications, does difficulty reset for the
For the
different
other
mods?
For the other attachments, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
sweet.
Yeah. So, as far as I knew, what you just did there, Soton, was you added 1 damage plus 1 mod, and because the Crate Dragon Pearl can take up to 3 vicious plus 1 mods, you did 2 of them, was what you just did from that.
Oh, I thought that was a total. Okay. That
Alright,
So
well,
you did
first,
2 of the 3 vicious plus 1 mods that were available on the Crate Dragon Pearl.
so how much do you have to pay if you fail for the modification object on a crystal?
100.
So
100?
it's 100 for each modification option. If you fail, you have to pay to try again.
Alright, I'm gonna definitely use red to help me. Let's do mechanics. Alright, and then let's starts off as hard.
Oh, hang on. Oh, never mind. We'll ignore what I've just done there, and I'll let you both do it as well. Before I tell you that I realized I made a mistake. Yeah, it starts off as hard.
This is for innate parry. Ooh, what does a triumph do in a success?
With
That's-
modifications. I believe.
Can I get another one for free?
Come on, say yes.
I think it is actually that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it is actually you
What?
take an extra modification option. Without the check, you still have to pay for it, it says.
Okay. Oh man, that's easy.
So, anybody going to help me buy Darth Vader's armor?
So the thing that I got wrong there, however, is that failure means that that particular mod is broken. Not the attachment,
Ooh.
not the attachment itself, just that modification option. So you cannot try that specific modification option again if you fail.
And I just realized I still have do or do not open, so I'm just quickly adding that vicious.
Oh yeah, go for it. That last vicious one. So that it makes it 3 vicious item quality mods you've put on there. Yeah, so you've still got 1 quality defensive mod you could attempt from the curved hilt, and you've got 1 quality vicious mod from the extended hilt, both of which are just
The
be a hard
extended
check.
one is already done, just with a lot more difficulties.
I thought you did the one from the.
Yeah, there was another one I used a bit.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then
Okay.
we will.
Yeah. So then, I guess if you want the curved tilt one, you can do a roll for that.
Nah, defensive is not as good for me. The second they can hit me, I'm dead.
I mean, it always helps to have the extra bit of defense anyway. Having a setback on the enemy checks is always useful.
Oh, it's only against melee.
Ah.
And the second they can hit me in melee, I'm dead.
Alright, defensive for my reflex script mod. Let's go. Mechanics. Is there any special thing with
With what?
Oh, hold on. With advanced. Hold on. That's wrong. There's one less green supposed to be there, but it'll still be a success.
Yeah.
So superior armor customization is a rarity of 6. So it'd be
Is there
4.
any special threat thing like to the weapon or anything, or is it just strain?
It's just strain.
Okay. Well, then I'll do one
If
more.
it's threat with a failure, then it's can damage the weapon itself a step by having 3.
Nice. Okay. So then I get another defense and deflection.
Alright, I'm looking to get the superior armor customization, which is a rarity of 6.
Okay, so,
So on
reduce
Corellia,
to
I'd use
4,
4.
which is
So
an
difficulty would
average.
be average. I will take that. And I will be using my talent.
Okay.
Which is good, I did. So 1 and 2. Then
Um,
go ahead.
no. I'm going to ask a mind-breaking question.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so cargo clothing. It has an encumbrance of 1, but I can carry 3 items that have an encumbrance of 1 or lower. Could I have those cargo clothings multiple times, or could I wear them multiple times?
No, you
No.
you can only
No.
wear one bit of armor or
That-
clothing once.
Yeah, that's specifically stated.
Well, good. If not, that would have been bad.
Have you checked out Bandolier? That may actually help you carry more bullets.
What is
You actually
bandolier?
found a bunch of bandoliers as you went through this stuff, so
Yeah,
pretty
have a
sure you
bandolier.
can-
It should
What
be in.
is a bandolier? Quickly looking that up.
It's like
it-
the
hang
Mexican
on.
thing.
It
like
should
the,
be
like
in-
No. I know what a bandolier is, but I just need to know what it brings.
stats are. Yep. Stats. Yeah.
There you go.
Allows the wearer to ignore any encumbrance from extra reloads. Holds 8 weapon reloads.
Oh my god, that's perfect for you. You
And
could
how
actually.
many can I wear of those?
I mean, I think you should be
One.
able to wear at least 2, because like the classic is like 2 bandoliers, cross kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't
That's-
mind you wearing 2. I would say that'd be about the limit of wearing them. And then
Classically, it's 2 bandoliers.
yeah, because typically extra reloads is 1 encumbrance each, so it's
Sotan's just got the bandoliers with the pistols. That's great, actually.
I'm going more and more into the pirate style.
there you go. So they're the 2 things that would be useful for you right now. Soton is if you scroll down on the ammunition one, you'll see your extra reloads in full. And the bandolier there as well.
And then to install the superior armor customization,
It's fine to install it, but if you've got any modification options you wanted to use, that's where you have to.
Oh
do
no,
the
you
checks.
can't you can't do that with not with the superior armor customization. There's no mods for
Then-
that.
Yeah, then it's just have a mechanic do it, but there's no check.
All right. So we did that, and then
So long as the mechanic, as far as I know, as long as they have at least 1 rank in mechanics, they can do it. and it's not a check.
Then I could do it too if you want. Just saying.
Then I'll install the optical camo system in my armor that I have.
Okay.
Wah, wahaha.
Difficulty 3, and red is
Oh no, there's no difficulty. It's to install the
Okay.
first one. It's to
it's
install the mods
installed.
on
There
it.
you go. Happy
Yay!
birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Now it is.
I mean, canonically wise, we can be.
Soton, if I'm understanding this right, then you've installed 3 Vicious 1 mods on the Great Dragon Pearl and 1 on the Extended Hill.
Yes.
So your weapon should be at Vicious 4 total because the Great Dragon Pearl has Vicious 1
yeah.
by default as well.
Okay. So this is going to really hurt.
This is gonna hurt a little bit.
I mean, plus, you've also got
Yeah.
when you roll at any crits that you might be rolling, which with a Great Dragon Pearl, your crit range is 1 anyway.
It was 1 before that too.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to
So,
see if I can't add these 2 mods to my optical camouflage.
Anybody having a good idea for a good armor?
What do you mean?
I need an armor.
I mean, I love my armor, but like, I don't think you can get it anymore. The Jedi Commander armor with like hooked up with like the superior
Oh, okay,
It-
yeah.
and the also I got Cortosis as well. It's got Cortosis as well. It's fucking tanky as fuck, but it might be hard to find now.
And
the
a bit
one
deadly.
item you brought across.
Yeah, there's a reason why I picked that item to bring across. the one item I probably couldn't get.
Yep.
Souped
Okay,
up.
time to buy a clone armor.
I'm not sure how readily available that'd be unless you can find a clone who's willing to part with it.
It just tells me here, phase 2, arc trooper armor, restricted rarity of 7.
you have
Yeah,
that one-
the restricted part doesn't necessarily mean that it's restricted by law. Sometimes the restricted is just to indicate that it is just about impossible to locate.
I feel like it's also probably the time period also probably affects
Oh
that.
yeah, collapse. Sorry. Time to get some Imperial armor.
Oh, hey,
I
we
mean,
have some
yeah, look,
Stormtrooper
if
armor.
you can find a clone who's willing to part with it, go for it. In terms of Stormtrooper armor, I mean, look, with how many of the guys you killed, I have no issue with you just saying you have some.
He only killed 1 or 2.
Here's
oh.
here's the real
I
question though.
killed more than 1 or 2, you
Here's a-
little
wait.
shit.
Here's the real question: do you want Stormtrooper armor that can like be penetrated by Ewok rocks? Do you-
It's more or less so I just have a bit of extra soak. I'm still worried because the second I get hit with anything in melee, I'm dead.
Have you watched the
It-
6th movie?
it-
Does it really?
In this
Yes, I
system,
watched
it's called laminate armor if you don't know that. So if you're looking for it,
Ooh.
laminate armor is Stormtrooper armor.
Alright, so I need to install 2 mods onto my armor.
Ask
Okay.
Red. I'm helping
How
him.
many
Yep.
hard points does it have?
My armor,
Yeah.
I've 6 total, I believe, and I've used it all. Five,
Oh,
five
6
total.
hard
Come on,
points? Wow.
5. It's 5.
I mean, the other thing you can do, which personally, if I was in your place, I would probably be doing it, is having Red help you by actually crafting brand new armor.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing we could do.
Red. Yeah, red for you. I'm rolling in this Mando armor. So
So if you, so for instance, you know, the cost of it gets a little bit more complicated, but you know, um, without going into restricted range, combat armor is a hard mechanics check. By default, will give you 2 soak, 4 will rely on 4 encumbrance, but when you're wearing that, as you know, it's reduced by 3, so it's only 1 that'll require when you're wearing it, and then it's got 3 hard points. Is combat armor, so it's pretty decent.
So time to buy a combat armor.
Yeah, so it's 1,250 credits to attempt it.
That's the saddest part about it. It's only an attempt.
And then you roll the hard
I'll do
mechanics
3.
check.
Yeah.
Which you can do yourself or have Red do, I don't mind which.
It's easier quickly if I just get his support.
Okay.
Same thing with lightsaber.
Yeah, I don't mind you converting extra success into advantage, so you'll have 3 advantage total. Because honestly, I see the reduction in time as almost completely pointless anyway.
It's so
Sometimes it
specific.
can be worth it.
Yeah, it's dependent on situation. If you're trying to get something made in a hurry, yeah, okay, I get it. But you know, we've got a giant battle coming up in 12 hours. Right, I'm going to try making this. That's where it's useful. Other than that, it's just time in this system is pretty arbitrary most of the time anyway.
I mean, we're in Star Wars where like they kind of gloss over it, but time doesn't really mean anything when like, you know, planets, different solar systems, and like what even is a day?
Yep.
A day is 24 hours on Coruscant. Fuck you.
I mean, yeah, but like it starts to lose meaning then, and when another planet, the day's like really 48 hours. And also, Star Wars has never been like in the specific nitty gritty time.
Oh, it's been very inconsistent with how long anything takes in Star Wars.
Isn't it great?
Speed of plot.
I mean, it's definitely Star Wars is definitely the rule of cool, which I like, but it's rule of cool.
Yeah, but there's
Sometimes
certain
it's a bit
points where
much.
it's like that's straight up impossible.
All right, I need to have Red roll for my armor upgrades.
Give him an upgrade. I'm helping Red.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's 2 armor mods. The first one will be the hold on. For the what is the innate master of talents or shadow talent?
Master of Shadows.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll start with the ×1 stealth +1.
Okay. How in the hell? Right, well that didn't work.
What does that mean?
You spent
Kaboof.
100 credits and that particular mod may not be attempted again. That one in particular.
Blows.
But you hadn't tried any of these already, and I'd already given quite a bit of lenience there to Reese. Sorry, not to Reese, to Soton.
Soton.
Yeah.
So I don't mind giving lenience here again anyway, because then everything's evened up.
I feel like also with that many advantage, well, it didn't really matter, but with that many advantage, you could spend it on a reroll because there's like what 7?
Yeah. Yeah, I also don't mind that. Okay, so it's another 100 credits and he's failed again somehow. We'll try again.
There you go.
That was for the stealth +1, I think.
That's the one that you said, yep.
Okay. And then Master of Shadow, innate master talents. That one thing that I'm trying to say.
Innate Master
Mod.
of Shadows talent.
Yep.
Okay. So increase the difficulty by 1 because it's the second. It's on the same attachment, right?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, that one he triumphs. So if there's another one after that that you're going to do on
No.
this thing,
No, I can't. Those are the only things.
okay.
Of course.
I mean, the other way you can use a triumph is if the next mechanics check he makes, it gets a downgrade to difficulty.
That was it. That's all I need.
Okay.
Because the other things don't get mods. Because the Beskar basically is Cortisis, and the Cortisis is Cortisis quality, which is amazing. And then
Yep.
And then armor superior. Superior armor customization +1 soak, -1 encumbrance. That's it.
Yep. Okay.
Oh god, I have a horrible idea.
What's that?
Integrating into my armor more dueling pistols.
Why?
And why not?
At a certain point,
So you're not
Just go-
spending
I mean-
maneuvers to reload?
I kind of wish that you built your lightsaber with the inbuilt thing.
You'd
That
need
would
quick
that would've
draws,
been- would've been hilarious.
I need to use ammo to activate my lightsaber.
but-
dueling pistols, lightsabers. That'd be something. I will duel you in more ways than one.
I mean, it's pretty good. You would only need a single shot to close the distance, so it's actually not a terrible idea.
I'm still supporting the dual pistols because they get amazing at some point.
Let's see. I think that's all I need.
Okay. Anything else anyone needs from any of this?
So Flynn is now harder to see. Yay!
Nice.
Which means,
Yeah, I'm also nearly done.
Okay. Yeah, so from here on out, now that I've realized I did it wrong, whenever someone is doing a modification check. If you fail, that mod may not be attempted again unless you've got 3 advantage or a triumph, in which case that one may be done as a reattempt without breaking that particular modification option.
That's good. All right, I gotta get going. I will see you guys next week.
Yep, have a
Okay.
good one.
One of these days, I'll actually add the stuff from the vault into my monies.
That would be a good idea.
Wait. But I can add the monies I got from the